Welcome again, everyone. Jerry's Old Guy Review, and today's episode of What Have You Been Up To? Well, let me tell you, I have been overly motivated. Hashing out. So for those of you that don't know, FMS Mashigan, done up like my RTR, my 1-to-1 RTR, textured fenders, painted the same brilliant blue 1977, got Calvin the driver in there, and I got some 2.2 mud slingers on it with some RC 4-wheel drive wheels, with some SSD. Whoa. Oh, too close. Nut covers, or whatever they call self lockers. Now, oh, and also some Yow Racing 70 millimeter shocks. This truck now, I feel, a little bit of detailing on the old pumpkin. Love it. So let's take it and play with it a little bit. Now, I will tell you, with the old stock shocks on it, very boingy. We're going to get it out in the open in a minute. But let me just give you a quick pick of the inspiration. And there it is. Hasn't come out this year at all. But I got a Smitty-built front bumper. I've got my white wagon wheels. And it's brilliant blue. So back to the mash again. So this was a truck that I have, once again, Troca RC, can't thank you enough. This is what I intended for this truck if I got one all along. The tires were just a bonus. Now, because I did some research since I was working on this, and it's funny, if you go to the FMS website to get one, it advertises it with, and it shows all the pictures with the new Dodge required front grill. Well, there's a big, if you read down to the bottom of it, it says extra grill included. So I'm thinking that we still have the OG grill like on this one. So I have been motivated. I think now that I've been on FMS's website looking at the bits and pieces, there's some extra bits for the FCX10 I'd like to get. I'm thinking I'm going to probably eventually get another one of these and leaf spring it. And I think I'll probably leave the red paint alone. I'll just leaf it. Maybe I'll just do some detailing on it. But man, was this fun. I'm going to tell you. Well, there goes the front windshield. I guess if I want to do it, keep it with the roof off, I'm going to have to put the dealio back on, because every time you go down hard, the window folds. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's going to come. Oh, there it's down. So now Calvin doesn't have his goggles on. And I'm calling him Calvin because he reminds me of my old Army buddy, Calvin Clark. He was a kind of a crazy little fearless guy who I love to death. I'm going to have to send him a Facebook picture of this. Tell him I've got Calvin driving it. He'll probably have some choice words for me, but I'll take them. Because this, well, you know, it was not destined to be the best performer. Wow, what is it? That axle is just hung. There we go. You know, with the different shocks on it, that makes the big difference. Because, let's go over here. With the stock shocks, it just bounces everywhere. This now, let's see, I got a hole over here somewhere. Here it is. Goes through it like suspension should. And I was hoping for a little more lift, but these big 2.2s seem to work just fine. And what I didn't cover in my little sneak peek was, of course, whisper of grease in everything. It just blows me away that, well, I'm sure this one might have been old. Maybe the newer ones, maybe they've taken enough sass. But from the FCX, man, it had great grease in it. Excuse me, Yowie. What is exactly going on right now? Wow. My apologies, people. We can tell who's not the producer. There we go. We'll just have Bat Dog. Let's go through this bump kind of fast. Let's see. See, the boing, boing, boing is just gone. And it performs so much better just with some shocks. And they're a bit bigger than the factory ones. And I couldn't be happier. Neither can Sophie. Sophie, if you mess with that, you've seen the work I put into that. And there we have it. All done up. Now, for the faint of heart, this kind of job is not for everybody. But the red color looked beautiful. But I am so much happier now with it looking like my 1-to-1, even though it's a Wrangler. Like I always say, it's all in the details, and the little bit helps. And cripe, what did I pay? I think I paid $40 for this set of shocks. You could use the stock tires just fine with this truck. The stock tires, throw an extra set or a new set of shocks on it. I threw a 1060 in it. It's got no drag brake, but I'm using, my finger. And this is just awesome. So again, Troca couldn't have been more happy. And now, I've got another pack. This one's almost done. I got another pack and I'm going to get to it. So everybody, let me know what you think. You know, minimal detail I did on the inside. We got the gauges, did a little bit of silver in there for the radio, but Calvin's digging it. And now he's got some trailing to do. And I will talk to you on the next one.